Hi, this is Chuck Oliver. Welcome to this week's Hidden Wealth Review. Well, last week I talked about the baby boomer retirement quadruple tax traps. This week I'm excited to talk to you about the baby boomer quadruple tax solutions. So the four tax traps with their solutions are as follows. Having the ability to legally reduce your taxable income. So for those of you listening, they're still working and or are taking income from, let's say, your IRAs or former 401ks, or maybe some of you that are having to take your income forced upon you because of being over 70.5 from required minimum distributions. I've got great news for you. I think of Dave from Illinois. Dave was actually able to get a $29,000 tax refund, right, between his personal business income and between, which I'll share in just a moment, the ability to untax some of his IRAs to reduce his taxable income. Not only did he reduce it, he's getting a refund, maybe the first refund he's gotten in numerous years, but that avoided about $280,000 of what would have been taxable income, folks, and it's all part of the tax code. In fact, he used the ability to get resources tax-free to create a deduction that reduced his taxable income, saving him thousands of dollars, maybe to the tune of almost $100,000 of unnecessary taxes in a high income tax state like Illinois. The second of the four quadruple tax traps to baby boomers retirement is tax on growth. See, many people we're meeting have brokerage accounts, and where there's been big run up, obviously, in the market while the market's still up, their brokerage or their mutual fund managers have been buying and selling, and as they've completed their tax returns this year, they have phantom income. So they're getting taxed on that growth. And with what Senator Wyden is proposing in the Democratic Party for the next presidential election for Democratic candidates is to tax the growth just on without even selling and creating a capital gain, forcing you to pay a tax just on the growth. Doesn't have to be that way, folks. There are legal vehicles that have been out there well before IRAs and 401ks where you can grow your money without any tax and use the money without any tax and leave the money without any tax. The third one, and I'll make this quick, is taxed on gains. We had a client that's selling her business right here in Central Florida. She's going to be exposed to about, give or take, $1 million capital gain. Same thing for a surgeon of ours up in the Jacksonville, Florida area. Using one strategy, they're able to sell and use a tax deduction to offset the taxable gain, resulting in a zero tax effect on the sale of each of their businesses. And lastly, I think of a couple we have up in Northern Ohio, Bill and Susan. They sold a large apartment complex and were really wanting to leave money. They're in their late 70s, want to leave money to their two sons, and they don't want it to be money that would have been left with an inheritance tax. So by using one other tax saving solution, they were actually able to use with a preferential tax treatment that upon the growth of this asset, the money will go to their two sons 100% tax-free, folks. So don't get caught by taxes. And if you want to still save tax for 2019, the steps you take have to be learned and implemented in 2019, and you can learn how. One strategy I'll teach this coming Tuesday. Go to retirementprotected.com. That's retirementprotected.com. It's a log on and learn complimentary educational webinar where I'll teach you how to use a vehicle that grows without tax. You can use it without tax. You can leave it without tax. There's no growth tax, and there's no downside when the market comes down, only upside when the market gains, with a floor of protection and a reset to start the next gain without taking a loss. Retirementprotected.com, retirementprotected.com, folks. You worked hard for your money. Get the IRS out of your IRAs. Get the IRS out of your income. And as one client said, I had no idea until I've retired that I had a third party pulling on my profits and my income. Don't let that be you. He solved his tax challenge. You solve yours. Retirementprotected.com.